Welcome to Spotlight. I'm your host, Amitha. Join me weekly as I talk to inspiring guests who will share their success stories and inspirational events. Sringeri Vidya Bharati Foundation, Canada, a not-for-profit charitable organization established in 2005. We are proud to have featured many success stories from this organization on our show previously. Since its inception, this organization has organized cultural programs and has encouraged scholars to take up research topics that are of interest to the community so the community can progress to better heights. Today, we are going to be talking about a fundraiser that's happening as part of this organization. It is my pleasure to welcome to our show the president of Sringeri Vidya Bharati Foundation, Dr. V.I. Lucky Lakshmanan. Thank you, Dr. Lakshmanan, for talking to us today.
Thank you very much for inviting, Amitha. Thank you.
So we are very excited about this fundraiser. So tell us a bit more about what's happening.
As you have known, Amitha, Sringeri Vidya Bharati Foundation uniquely working with the community on the spiritual side as well as helping the community on the culture programs. So with the temple on the spiritual side, you have the temple of Shardamba with various other deities. And there is a real need for Yagashala to do Havan. As you know, North Indians, South Indians, we all do various programs with Havan Homa. And we want to have a proper Havan, particularly with our climate. You need a close place where you can have a Yagashala and many devotees can come and attend. So it is a project by itself. We are working with the city to get the permission. So the papers are with the city. Meanwhile, all these efforts need funds to support. And we are uniquely positioned that we also have a good community center. But as you know, Mita, we do yoga classes, we do seniors activities, we do cultural programs. For this Yagashala fundraising, we are pleased to know, tell the community that we have very, very eminent artists from India. Shashank, the flutist, and Mr. Purbayan Chatterjee, sitar player. They both are well recognized internationally, have gone and performed all over. Shashank is amazing, he is. From the age of 5 or 6, we have seen him performing. And he got recognized by Academy at very early age. And he got various titles by Tamil Nadu government and all that. And he got trained by Narayan Swami, an eminent vocalist. Wow. Not alone he's a flute player, but he got the real sense of Carnatic music, being with many scholars like K.V. Narayan Swami. So Shashank is a jewel, in the Indian music system. We are pleased that we are doing a Jugalbandi with Shashank playing the flute and Banerjee playing the sitar. Both are eminent artists, and we in the community should be proud that we managed to get them both together. And Shashank, when I invited him in Chennai during, went to his house, he said, Mama, I will do anything for Sringeri. I want to contribute to Sringeri. Yes. So voluntarily, Amita, he decided to come. So he has brought Banerjee also with him. So we're looking forward to the event on 12th of May, on the coming Friday.
And it's happening at Sringeri Vidya Bharati Foundation.
That is correct.
Hall.
That is correct.
Yeah, wow. Jugalbandi is something out of this world experience. It is different from going and just listening to songs that are prepared ahead of time, and you have two amazing artists coming together, almost in a competitive spirit, but really in a soulful way. It's a different kind of experience. So we are looking forward to it, and you will be part of the fundraiser also. So it's for a good cause, and you'll enjoy the evening as well.
Absolutely.
And we are looking forward to now talking to the actual artists. I'm excited they're actually here in the studio with us. So thank you so much, Dr. Lakshmanan, for letting us know about what the event is all about.
We're looking forward from the community, young and old, they'll be able to enjoy the program. And I want to say thanks to ZTV because you have been supportive of our organization for many events, and thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for letting us be part of such events, and we are so proud of everything that you do. And now we are excited to talk to the artists and find out what they have to say about this event. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back to Spotlight. Now I'm excited to have the lead artist at this concert in studio with us today. So we have the flute wizard, Mr. Shashank Subramanyam, and the sitar maestro, Mr. Purbayan Chatterjee. Welcome to our show.
Hi there. Nice to be on your show, and
thanks for having us.
Hello to all your viewers.
Thank you so much. So excited for the May 12th concert. But first of all, tell us a bit about yourself. We heard from Dr. Lakshmanan, but I want to hear it in your words.
Oh, starting with me, I guess, because I'm North India. So I am Purbayan Chatterjee, and I play the sitar. I've been trained in the Hindustani classical tradition by my father, Pandit Partha Pratim Chatterjee, and my guru, Ustad Ali Akbar Khan Sahab. And I've been performing for many years now, all across the world. Have collaborated with some of the top Indian musicians like Ustad Zakir Hussain, Shankar Mahadevan, as well as some international artists like Pat Metheny. And you know, I've been doing this for many years. And apart from playing classical music, I also collaborate and do like fusion concerts, play for films, and all of that.
Wow, so multiple roles you play through the music channel.
Different hats, although I'm not wearing any hat today.
And how about you?
Well, I have a similar background. I began performing in 1984. And was initially trained by my father and many legendary gurus from the south of India, including Palgad K.V. Narayanaswamy. And like any good performer in our country, we often collaborate with all the legendary artists from around the world. And I've had some very good collaborations with guitarist John McLaughlin, Paco de Lucia, and some of them, and including Ustad Zakir Hussain, and artists like that. And I've had a wonderful experience from my concerts here in the past, in Toronto and in Canada. It's lovely to be back.
Well, it's nice to have you here, and so welcome back again, welcome back
Thank
again.
you so very much.
So how did you both come to be part of this concert?
Well, we've been playing together for many years, and this is a part of a North American tour that we are doing. And I believe Shashank has some connection with this local organization, so I'll let him.
Yeah, the SVBF, Dr. Lakshman just said, we would like to do a concert. And I said, yes, I would love to come and be a part of it. That's how it began. And this was part of our US tour, US and Canada tour. Though US we didn't go because of delays in our visas, but we said we should make it to Canada and keep up with our commitment. So.
Well, we are glad that you're here.
So here we are.
Love it.
For the audiences in Toronto.
And we are loving it. We understand it's a jugalbandi. Now, for the benefit of our viewers, tell us what a jugalbandi is.
Jugal, you know, the word, if you actually analyze the word, jugal is playing together. And bandi is, you know, when you play, like two musicians playing together, essentially is jugalbandi. So the word itself means two people playing a duet. So it's the Indian word for duet. And although these days people use the word trigalbandi, there's no such word, but it's just improvisational. But jugal means an ensemble. It's an ensemble kind of playing. So it's the two of us playing together, and Shashank will play the Carnatic style, I'll play the Hindustani style.
And it's coming together of two great styles of classical music from India, the North and the South. So,
However, we always talk about these Hindustani Carnatic Jugalbandis. But unlike many of the other Jugalbandis, we've been playing together for many years. So I think we've been able to synthesize this style, which is always like it's a homogeneous mix. It's not, you won't be able to separate the Carnatic from the Hindustani.
You can say it's a third front. So it produces a newer style, which is a mixed
It's
style.
an encounter of the third kind.
Yeah.
Well said, well put.
But you know, he's been learning from Pandit Jasrajji, who's one of the legends of our. And
Yeah.
I have had the opportunity to play some of the great Carnatic artists. So we have taken something from each other's.
You can say
books.
it's a same language, but spoken with a different dialect. We have similar ragas, similar time cycles, and we'll be accompanied by two percussionists who represent the North and South Indian tradition. We have Vineet Vyas, one of your local tabla players who is a very, very good artist by any standards. And we have Parupalli Falgun from India, who has come to play the mridangam with us. So both of them will speak the language of percussion from the North and the South, and we speak the language of music.
Nice.
And coming back to your previous question, I'm very happy that this is a fundraiser of some sort. A good cause is attached to it. So not only
extremely happy about that,
not only do we get to interact with the amazing audiences of Toronto, but we also get to play for a good cause.
Amazing. I love the fact that, yeah, it's the different styles of music coming together, enriching music as the whole, like you said, an encounter of the third kind, but it's also bringing the people together. So what can the audience expect at the end of the night?
Well, I feel that any kind of music, it is the highest form of communion between artist and audience. Any music, I mean, and especially so classical music, or not only classical, but when you look at jazz, improvisational forms of music, you really take the audience on a trip, on your trip, and they have willingly come to your show so that they can go on that trip. And I think what they can expect to go back with, and that's why you come to a live concert, and I would like to emphasize the importance of having live events, is that you see that chemistry, you see it happening on the stage.
It's also a visual art, how we interact. I think the audience also will get a glimpse of both systems of music, percussion, coming together in a kind of harmonious way. And at the same time, this mixture of different instruments produces, I mean, the takeaway is to be judged by the individual. Each one has his own takeaways from the concert, but yes, you can say on the whole it's a journey, as Purbayan said.
A unique experience,
Yes.
you know, one-on-one.
And music is also, if I may add, is also like responding in the moment. As musicians, we are taught to live in the moment. And what happened the moment before doesn't matter. What's going to come also doesn't matter.
Yes.
So you have to listen to what the moment is saying to you, and you have to respond.
Expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
And
So it's whether it's a classical music show or a fusion show or a film show, it's always the same.
And our concerts also, I think, are very dependent on how the audience reacts. Sometimes they're so enthusiastic, so we are kind of encouraged to even give more and more. And it's just a journey.
So the audience does make a difference,
huge
in a
difference.
Jugalbandi and in a live concert. So
In a live concert.
So all of you guys who are going to come out to this show, not only get your tickets, but actually get ready to be part of this whole experience with us. Your presence is as important as our presence on stage.
Yes.
well, we are going to be there. We want to find out more. But before that, it's time for a short break. Welcome back to Spotlight. We are talking to Mr. Shashank Subramanyam and Mr. Purbayan Chatterjee as they play for the Jugalbandi fundraiser concert as part of Sringeri Vidya Bharati Foundation. So it sounds like an exciting concert to be part of, but I'm going to digress for a bit. I heard like both of you have collaborated with many Western artists. So tell us a bit about your experience in the West, moving away from pure classical.
I'll tell you, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but I was initially, in my initial years, very resistive towards, collaborating with other genres. Because that's how we are brought up as classical musicians. You're taught to be very kind of, purists at heart. And I continue, part of me still continues to be that. As in, not resistive, but a purist. Like when I play my classical music, it's all about raga and tala and maintaining the sanctity of the tradition. However, with some, passing time and experiences, I realized that music does not stand well with these boundaries, So essentially, music is generally a question-answer type of thing. It's about a response, about a moment which is created and you responding to that moment. So when I collaborated with many great masters, people like Pat Metheny, or even people from India like Shankar Mahadevan, in various genres, played for films, I realized slowly that the responses are very universal. The questions asked are very, because it all deals with human emotion. And human emotion is very universal. You're either sad or happy or angry sometimes, and you respond in the same manner, all human beings from all over the world. However, the whole personal touch that you add to it is your individual nature, your individual perspective. And that's what music is about.
Well said.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I come from South India, which is very, very conservative, and it continues to be, actually. So, as you said, we are all taught to concentrate on one genre so that you get the whole understanding of it. But interacting with musicians from around the world and different cultures has taught us a lot. You learn so many wonderful aspects of other music, how you can fuse the two, for a meaningful production at the end. So I have had wonderful times working with, even next week, in about 2 weeks' time, I play with the Wuppertal Philharmonic Orchestra in a specially commissioned piece. So it's a great experience. And today, in general, the whole world is moving towards a time when people want to interact with other cultures, learn from each other's cultures and this. And Indian music also kind of, in general, is more moving towards a lot of interaction and collaboration.
Yeah, it's gaining, global acceptance.
Absolutely.
So you can be a purist, but also do fusion, but in the proper way.
Yeah, because even within the parameters of our classical music, what we are doing, Jugalbandi, is also collaborative. It is, there are two different sub-traditions within one big tradition.
Yes.
And when you go beyond that bubble, when you bring Western instruments or Western traditions to it, the main difference is that we play, our stuff is based on melody, and any Western, piece or composition is based on harmony. So when we draw the bridge between melody and harmony, then it's a whole new world opens up. But it is, again, it's one big world. The musical language, on some level, is the same.
Yeah, and you don't need any language to communicate. I mean, just music can communicate by itself. And you see, even our concerts individually, even if I were to play Carnatic music with my own artists and him playing with his own set of artists, even that, it's also a collaboration. It's not a sheer accompaniment. It's an interaction on the stage with a percussionist comes up with his own idea. And Indian music is wholly collaborative. It's not...
And, just to give you an example, I mean, I'm a big follower of jazz music, right? So I've spent some time learning some of the jazz standards. So, taking the example of one jazz standard, which is called Take 5, right? Dave Brubeck's Take 5. So how this melody goes like da 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 pa 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 ba da ba da 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 da. If I were to say it in the Indian way, I would say pa sa ga ma 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 ga pa ni sa 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 re ni ni sa sa. So essentially, I'm speaking the same language. I've put Indian notes into it, and that's what we do.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's actually bringing the whole world together. Like you said, music is an universal language, but when you have this collaboration, you open up doors to many other cultures as well. Sometimes people relate to it better too. So with all the collaboration.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's, as you say, it's a journey. So.
It's a journey. Amazing.
Yeah.
So we are looking forward to this concert on May 12th.
We are too.
We are there.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. Do you have any advice for our viewers or any words of inspiration to entice them to be at the concert on May 12th?
Well, I would say to all our Canadian viewers and those who are going to come to the show or those who are not even able to make it, I would like to say that be proud of who you are, and who you are is not just, you're not Indian or Canadian or, we live in a world where we've all had our own journeys, We come from somewhere, stay somewhere else. And music is like that also. So be aware of that and just keep an open mind and come to these shows. You can take the best from it.
I would just say, just come with an open mind and please accept our offering. That's it.
Well said.
And we will give our best, for sure.
Well, we know you will give your best.
Yes.
Both of you sound very passionate about what you do and for a good cause.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Indeed. And we're very happy to be here. And a big thanks to you guys for, spreading the word.
The Sringeri Foundation, Dr. Lakshman, Mr. Bhatt, and everyone involved. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Great pleasure talking to you.
We look forward to seeing you live on May 12th.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So let's make some time for ourselves and attend the Jugalbandi that's happening at the Sringeri Vidya Bharati Foundation on Friday, May the 12th. Well, that's a wrap for this week's show. Thank you for watching us. Continue to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and write to me at spotlight@ethnicchannels.com. Until next week, this is Amitha signing off, encouraging you to heal through music.